part in that.
Craig, did you see the conference revenues that were reported today from the 2020 season?
I saw the ACCs.
Yeah.
I was running some errands, so I didn't get to dig around as much as I would have liked to normally, but I did see the ACC got a boost, and that's Notre Dame getting us some credit for that.
That and then playing most of their 11-game conference schedule that they had,
right?
Certainly helped. They had a record. That was the record year. Was the coronavirus year for the ACC as far as revenue goes, which should tell you how much they struggled maybe before that a little bit. But they had a record year. The Pac-12 distributed only $19.8 million per school, a decrease of 41% over the previous year. In a statement, the Pac-12 attributed those numbers to decreased media rights and postseason bowl revenues, game cancellations, lower event revenue from no fans, and higher costs associated with COVID-19 health and safety protocols and testing. I think that last one is probably negligible compared to all the other ones that you lost.
Yeah.
And that you decided to play, most of them just played 4 games, right? 4 to 6, something like that.
I think it was more than 4, but honestly, that seems like 20 years ago at this point. But no, they didn't play a full season. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the ACC, everybody had their cancellations in the league. everybody dealt with it. They, of course, the SEC announced in February that their revenue was $777.8 million in total revenue, $54.6 million per school, increase over the previous year. So they made money. And the Big Ten and the Big Ten was $53 million less in revenue. So not as much of a loss as the ACC or the Pac-12 was, but everybody who fought through it made money that year. So it wasn't all doom and gloom, but the Pac-12 certainly learned its lesson, or hopefully has learned its lesson. And also, they were following the Big Ten's lead so long that even they played less than the Big Ten did that year. So, but they're suffering for it now, for sure.
Well, Big 12, you said they were down, right?
The Big 10, I don't have the Big 12
The Big 12 was down $53 million.
Yeah.
The Big 10 was down $89 million. And the SEC... obviously they're going to always be doing – they got an increase. They made more money, but, I know a lot of that is just the power that they have. But, the Big 12 lost $53 million, Big 10 $89 million. They still made $680 million. And, it looks like the SEC ticked up, but ACC obviously down. And it's to be expected. That's incredible on the SEC's part to still have seen a revenue increase. And I know that's not just simply I know there's probably more that goes into that than just – everybody lost and they gained. Well, there's reasons why they gained, of course, and that's why they're the top conference, is they're so well set up, and it's such a big brand at this point. But, I hadn't even thought about any type of release. I kind of just put COVID season in the rear view in terms of, I guess the impact that we talk about now at this point is just how it's jumbled up rosters, and it's led to 7th-year seniors and all sorts of craziness. That's also been kind of fun to see at the same time. But I hadn't even given a little bit of thought to what the numbers would look like. So not surprised that if anybody was going to be up, it would be the SEC, and not surprised that based on this, it looks like pretty much everybody ate a few tens of millions of dollars. But the Pac-12, that was obviously predictable. The rest of them, I could have gone kind of either way, but certainly with the decisions the Pac-12 made to have their shortened season and almost not have a season at all, you knew that they were probably going to suffer a bit, and clearly, they did.
Down 41%. They were the biggest, the drop by far. The Mountain West.